What's up?
Hey.
Oh, okay. Riverside hit me with an automatic live stream, and I was like, "We're not live though. We just got on."
Dang. What
But
if we
one
were
day,
live?
is it technically we are live as we're recording for us?
Yeah, I was just thinking, even if we were live, I don't think anybody would be
No,
streaming in live.
I don't think anybody's streaming in. That doesn't mean that we don't believe that you wouldn't, though, enlightened ones. Maybe,
Maybe.
but we're not gonna counter ducks right now.
Maybe someday.
One day. Still working towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello again, enlightened ones. Here we are, Michaela and I, bringing in another episode.
What is this, episode 37? Maybe? Mid-30s?
Mid-30s, right? When we said we got to mid-30s, now it's kind of like, it's not lost in the sauce, but we're just nice, seasoned. We're continuing to add seasoning onto the already seasoned. And we are established. We have a following.
Well seasoned.
Well seasoned. We said last week.
More than salt and pepper.
Exactly. More than garlic powder. Now I think we're adding some herbs. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. Maybe a little fresh basil. A little fresh rosemary.
Cilantro.
I mess with cilantro. Some tacos.
Right.
Yeah.
Transcendence.
Have we started yet? Is this the season to like?
Not yet, but I probably will soon.
What's on the list? I forgot. No, we're not doing tomatoes again. Or are you doing tomatoes again?
I'm doing cherry tomatoes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Right now, all I got is cherry tomatoes and potatoes. Potatoes from Heidi.
Okay. What kind of potatoes?
It was a mix of 3 different kinds.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Options.
Yeah, but I plan on adding more to it, like carrots and onions. And probably, I want to grow watermelon this year.
How hard is that?
I don't know, but I've tried before and just didn't do it right. And
yeah.
One year, somebody mowed over my watermelon plants, so yeah.
Dang.
But
I would have been so mad.
Yeah, I was pretty mad because it was taking everything to get these to grow because it was really hot that summer, and then somebody mowed over my plants. I was frustrated, but oh well, nobody will do that now.
You have to put something up.
No, this was just when we had a HOA like community garden.
Yeah, I got you.
Nobody grew anything in it, so it was just like weeds and dirt. And I was the only one.
Yeah, they just thought it was, business as usual.
Yeah, but now I got my own garden, so nobody's mowing over anything.
Don't touch my shit. That's right. Just like we talked. Okay, so when you're growing all this stuff, you're gonna have some stuff in there. You can make your own salads. Because what are you gonna put your cherry tomatoes in?
I don't know. I just like eating them plain.
Really?
Or salad. Yeah.
I've never been a eat a plain tomato or tomato by itself kind of person.
Is it the texture?
Yeah, that's weird. It's all like it's like a gusher.
It is like a gusher. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nature's fruit gushers.
Yeah, but like it doesn't have that sugar hit like a gusher does. And it's not as like the gush in the gusher, if that's what you would say, right? Is it's a tad bit thicker than
it's like gooey. The gush from gushers are gooey, right?
Yeah. But in comparison to like a tomato that's bursting into your mouth.
Do you like grapes?
I do like grapes, but
they burst in your mouth, right?
They don't burst into like a soft core. Like a like when you eat a tomato, like a cherry tomato, it's like you bite into it and then it like collapses and like mush. No,
Yeah.
I need it to be like firm.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, and the tomato skin's kind of like a sleeve that kind of like just
Oh.
falls off.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. I mean, they're good though when they're fresh. I like them.
It's like if I put it in something, I can't just eat it plain and have that. Like it's got to be like in a set, like a crouton and like the lettuce and stuff.
I'll just be eating them plain.
Good, do you? I've no hate over here. Again, things I wish I could do, but I'm just like the texture is just not it.
Yeah. I don't mind texture.
Do you eat oysters?
No, I
Maybe
haven't. I probably won't.
don't. As a friend, I'm gonna say don't do it. I've
Yeah,
never
I'm
done
not.
it, but I've watched people do it, and I honestly think it may have given me PTSD. Maybe, like, like it traumatized me. Like I saw my grandpa eat those for the first time, and I was like, "Who thought that this was the thing that was popping at the time?" You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pop these oysters open and we're just gonna swallow them. Like who went from chewing to just swallowing?
Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
like that was just like, yeah, you just open your, like, I'm just like, how do people not choke as soon as they're eating those?
Yeah. Start gagging.
Because it's like it's pretty much like just swallowing a slug.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I know. Mm-mm.
Do you like squid or
No.
calamari? Yeah, me neither.
No. I don't do no seafood outside of
Mm-hmm.
maybe shrimp if it's cooked a certain way.
Yeah. Do you like
Like grilled
lobster?
shrimp.
Yeah, me
No.
neither.
No. It's the smell.
Yeah, it tastes gross. I think it's gross. I tried it for the first time this year. I was like, I
You
don't
was
know. I don't know what people think about this, but I don't like it.
That's not it. Where'd you have it at?
Red Lobster.
I mean, they're known for
I
lobster.
know. I wasn't a fan.
Did you dip it in the butter? What's
I
the
don't think
butter?
so.
That's what
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's how you're supposed to. You're supposed to like dip it in the butter.
I didn't think it tasted good. I wasn't going to try it again.
Was it the meat? What was the meat texture?
I don't remember the texture. I just know the flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wasn't a fan.
Interesting. The cheddar biscuits are lit though.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if I was cast away like Tom Hanks, probably not going to survive. I mean, obviously for a number of factors, but like just being able to just eat only seafood.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can fish. I grew up like my dad's side of the family, they're fishers. So we were all out at the lake every weekend, getting up in the early in the morning, getting the minnows and the worms and stuff. But I didn't want to eat fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if you're stranded alone by yourself, I think you'd eventually eat something.
I mean, I'd have to. I'm like, eat or die, bitch. And I'm like, well.
Oysters or death.
Oh, might be death at that point. Because I'd probably I'd hype myself up to like eat it. And then like, I'm just like, well, there goes that. And then that was like the one oyster I found and just completely wasted the nutrients because I couldn't keep it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, those, what is it? The Alive, Naked and Alive, isn't that a show?
Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I couldn't do those shows. First few hours, well, didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's weird. Like them actually being naked and just out in the wilderness.
Yeah,
being
like you just
naked.
sitting there like getting brushed up with all kinds of stuff.
Like, why do they gotta be naked? They could just be alone and afraid.
It's the camera people. They're like, yo, we want to make it acceptable to film these naked people. That's just voyeurism at that point.
Yeah, I feel like cavemen even wore clothes back in the day.
They had a cloth. They had something. They're just like, nah, y'all need to be out there swinging and trying to burn something. Swing on, not for me. All right. Well, we're back. We're back. Okay, enlightened one. So this is a gloomy Friday as Michaela and I are recording today. I had hope that since we are in the spring and has transition, I mean, I guess this is spring weather, but can we get some sun?
Yeah, it's been really gloomy.
Yeah.
This whole week's been super gloomy.
And kind of cold. I had to wear my little coat today because of the rain.
Mm-hmm. Next week's supposed to be sunny, though.
Like in the 70s?
I think, maybe. I think 60s.
Because all of a sudden it'll be like, cool, hot. It's like no gradual getting into it.
Yeah, this is probably the only spring weather we'll get. Like
I
the
know.
rain.
It's so sad. Because I hate the summer too. I don't think I hate the summer as much as I hate the winter, but like them days where you took a shower, you go outside and you're just like, what was even the point of me taking a shower right now? Or you just like can't stop sweating no matter what. You're just hot.
Yeah. I like that. I love being hot. Like I love just wearing a tank top and being free outside.
Yeah.
Not getting cold.
That's why I said winter is still number one hate, but summer is a runner-up, solid runner-up.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Spring and fall are the best, but
fall's arguably number one.
Yeah, fall is number one.
Yeah.
But summer's not bad though.
I just wait till you get to August, like July, like mid-July and August. Like, yeah, summer was cute for a minute, and then it's just like death. Cars all hot. You get out of working out, and you're just still hot.
I love that. Like, I love being warm.
I'm not ready.
Yeah. Prep in the sauna. You got to sit in the sauna for like 20 minutes, and then you'll be ready.
That sauna, yeah, they cranked that new one up too when they got it last year. Man, they did. That was funny, that switch over, because what was that, last year when they did it? Because I remember, man, sitting in there and it was just like, it's real hot, like real quick, you know? Like I was looking around for a dial. I'm like, is this dangerous? Is this safe?
Yeah, they stepped it up. Because beforehand, you could sit in there for like 25 minutes and be fine.
Yeah.
Now it's like maybe 5 minutes and you're out.
It's over. Apple Watch is going crazy. Like, yep, it's too hot. Get out.
Mm-hmm. Same. My iPhone shuts off. Too hot.
It's probably because people were like in there just having full blown conversations or like, oh my gosh, man. There's so many times where they didn't know how close they were to me just like saying something. Making it awkward in the sauna. One, why are you on your phone talking, having a full-blown conversation up in here? Not only that, why are you in here with your homie having full-blown conversations with somebody else in here? This ain't the time to be key. We are in this small hot box. You think I want to hear what you had going on last weekend? Not at all. None of it.
That's so funny. I was in there earlier today and two girls are talking about some drama with something. And I just like my headphones shut off because my phone got too hot and I started listening in.
Just sitting there. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, how about y'all zen out for just 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Because I'm sure when you get out of here, this same story could have been told. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's what I am looking forward to of the summer. the crunch starting to kind of clear out.
No, same.
Woo, I can't wait.
Yeah, all the college kids need to get out of
Please,
town.
bye. Bye. See you next time. They just infiltrate everything.
Mm-hmm. And they hover too. Like they'll just hover around the machines. They'll be on their phones. They'll be talking.
Yeah, they're just sitting there, just like looking at. Like you feel like somebody's staring at your back, and you're right because they're just waiting. Like, do you need to like stare at me though, and like give me your energy?
That's so wild. Like I told the same thing this morning. Like I was squatting and I took the things you put on the end of the rack. I took some because crunch is running low on those. So I took some, and these two girls were trying to squat on this other rack that had none, and they were just staring at my rack. Like, why?
Get off me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm already amped up right now because I'm trying to lift. And then y'all are out here just doing some questionable stuff. Like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm. And there's mirrors everywhere, so you see every angle. So
every angle.
People are staring.
Yeah, and sitting there in their little two-piece outfit. You out here more concerned about the outfit than the lift that you're actually doing.
Yeah. This younger generation, something else.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Like, what happened to a gym shirt and gym shorts?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you can't, have your little, I get it. Like, I'm a little bougie too, but not like a full-blown outfit. I don't have outfits to go to the gym.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't get it. And
yeah, me neither.
Like, what's different of that and you at the pool at this point? I don't, like, if we wanted to wear that, why don't you just go to the pool and work out?
Yeah, pretty much. That's crazy. Like, back in the day, we would get in trouble for not wearing a t-shirt. Back when I was, like, college age, like, we'd get yelled at for not wearing a tee.
Yeah, now everybody's got their little Tic Tacs out. Just... ridiculous. I'm like, is it even comfortable?
Yeah. I'd be too self-conscious, like, wearing that to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, doing squats in front of people, just wearing little booty shorts.
And everything's just, like, raising up. Like, I'm all right. I'm good. And because people are staring, and not, like, there's a spectrum of people staring. Like, one, it's just like, what are you wearing? Then on the opposite side, you got the creep that you don't want staring at you.
Yeah.
And then, right? And then in the middle is kind of like the person being like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm staring. Like, it just draws attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's all those types of people at Crunch.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, what are you going to say?
I was just going to say you got your weirdos walking laps. Your 50 to 40-year-olds just walking laps.
Is there this dude there that you see at Crunch? He has done, like, I'm not knocking him. I'm just trying to figure out what is happening, because it's like a static movement. He's like this dude that he'll lift, he'll do his thing, and then he'll get off of the machine, and then he's just like, like, it's not with the band or anything. He's just, and the whole time just.
Is he like a heavier dude?
Yeah.
And
backwards cap.
I don't remember the cap, but have you seen him do like weird like hip flexor mobility shit while jumping?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, I don't know if that's the same guy or not.
Dang. Is he Harry?
Yeah.
It might be the same dude.
Yeah. That's what I wonder what he's doing. Like,
right? I'm just
karate?
like Tai Chi, like, what is it? Tai Chi? So I'm like, I don't want to make it weird. Be like, hey, I've been seeing you do this for like a year plus. And he'll do it. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but like, depending on where because it's when like I was on the bench rack, and like he was, how they have the dumbbell section and like the seats and stuff. And so he was like on one of those, and just the way we were set up, I had to be in the bench behind him. And so then he got up and was behind his seat. And then kind of like we were basically like looking at each other while he was doing this, like, and then I was just like trying to like look like away so we weren't just like staring at each other while I was on my break. But I was just like, bro, you couldn't like step half a step to the left or something. Like, what?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'll show you what he was doing when I see you next. I'll show you
Yeah.
the hip mobility thing he was doing because it was cracking me up the other day.
Hey, get it, bro.
Yeah.
No shade, you do you. An observation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some characters at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a wide mix. Like, you got your college kids, and then you got random, probably like 50, 60-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah. And then it's like you have your like random like who you would stereotype as a gamer.
Mm.
But like it was so funny because it was like these two dudes who looked like gamers and they were like the kind of like your stereotypical friend. Like one was like big, the other one was small, like just tall and short. But
Mm-hmm.
like they both like kind of looked grungy, like I just ate my bowl of cereal and came here. Like type. And like the bigger dude, he had a sweater on. And they, you know, he was pushing some weight, and I was like, "Well, clearly you lift, you know." And it seemed like maybe his buddy, he was just like coming in. I was like, "All right, whatever," but he just looked unkempt, like his beard was just all kind of like his hair. I was like, "Yeah, he literally looked like he just woke up and had a bowl of cereal and came up in here." And then,
Probably.
yeah, and then he like takes off like his hoodie, and I'm like, "Oh, he looked like kind of like a power lifter kind of dude." I was like,
Mm.
deceiving. I was like, somebody would try to roll up on him and be like, "Oh, this dude ain't nothing. He got Cheetos for fingers." You would be mistaken.
Yeah, what do they call that? A bolt cover? when, when you wear like hoodies and baggy clothes, but underneath you're actually ripped.
Dang. Oh no, bolt maybe it is bolt cover.
I don't remember what I just read that somewhere and I thought it was hilarious.
Transformation. You're like, whoa. Yeah. Question yourself. Um, when we got onto the gym because we were talking about the gloominess and then the weather and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. But how's your week been? Oh,
It's
with
been
like the gloom.
it's been good. I've been lifting. I've been lifting a lot.
Yeah, you feeling more energized?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now. Getting back to normal, coming back.
That Wolverine style, just slow progression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I'm healing. I don't know. I don't know how.
Don't matter,
Yeah.
you believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've just been doing a lot of knee exercises, just trying to strengthen my legs and my knees, my
Yeah.
calves, like everything in that area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting back to it. I'm rolling a little bit, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
How has it been feeling while you've been rolling?
It's been pretty good. There's still like some moments where I'm like, yeah, that doesn't feel the best, but
Mm-hmm. But is it like painful or does it just feel odd?
no, it just feels odd. Like I shouldn't be doing that. Like I shouldn't be compressing it in a certain way, or almost like sore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just
Mm-hmm.
feels like it's still healing up.
Yeah. Like tight.
No, just
Hmm.
like sore. I
Yeah.
don't know. But besides that, I've been feeling pretty good.
That's good. Yeah. Feel like you're rolling around, you know, decently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I hope next week, like, I'm feeling back to normal.
Yeah. Just keep it safe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. It'll be fun. Promotions. I mean, by the time this comes out, okay, promotions though. As we were saying, by the time this comes out, Michaela will have her purple belt.
Yeah.
Or how many? Let's see. Two? You and Danielle? Is there anybody
Bernie?
else? And three purples? And any other purple I'm missing?
No, I think that's all the purples.
And then Chase Brown.
And then Bobby
Uh,
and JT have blue.
Blues.
I think that's it.
I think so too. Missing anybody, our bad. Congrats, though. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time this weekend. For maybe a little funner for other people, maybe.
Yeah. Why is that?
They get to inflict some suffering that they've been talking about for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna mother's milk Chase.
Yep. I'm like, damn. But in all fairness, he knows that just means that he's loved because his love language is more pain, is I like you. Like, so the worse it is, the more I like you. Yeah. It's kind of a messed up psychology, right? I'm kind of that way. Like, if I don't give you, like, if I don't roast you at all, if I'm too complimentary of you and I've never said a joke, a roast, or nothing, it's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird. Just, yeah, nothing coming from you.
Nothing. That just might mean like you're new. I haven't like felt you out. I don't know, how you feel about getting roasted. But then once it's on, just let me cook. I cook for a little bit. Just go all the way in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to put it on a hot plate. Get it going. So, all right. Are you back on the vitamins this week? Or we still taking our, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, ever since I hurt my knee, I've been back on the vitamins.
the vitamins, the creatine, right?
Yeah, I'm also drinking this new mushroom chai tea mix stuff that like I just got a week ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's supposed to help with your brain, like brain function.
Oh,
has a lot of nootropics.
Yeah, no, I heard about this because I looked it up and I just didn't order it. What does it start with?
This one's
lion's
called
mane. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no, I saw that.
It's got lion's mane in it.
I need to get me some lion's mane. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me some vitamins tonight.
Are you not taking your vitamins?
I haven't been taking my vitamins. I need to restock. I know. I've been stressed.
It happens.
Yeah. I need to restock too on some stuff.
Yeah. I'll let you try this mushroom powder I got.
Yeah. What difference do you, is it just focus for cognitive?
Yeah, I think it's definitely helped my focus. I've only taken it, I think 4 or 5 days, but I can definitely feel like an energy change and I just feel sharper. Kind of like creatine, but I've been taking it and then I take creatine on top of that.
So. Oh, double dose.
I know. Yeah.
All right. Well, sweet. So, Michaela's on her vitamins.
Do you like chai tea flavor?
I do.
All right. I'll let you try mine.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Okay. Bulked back up. We're back to pumping weights. Vitamins are on. Knee healing like Wolverine. Sounds solid.
Yeah.
Solid weight. Outside of the gloominess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah. People, we said it on the last pod, said give you the updates. Update. I have officially, successfully defended my dissertation. So we are on that cusp of the official Dr. Jackson status, but that's pretty much, it's just not fresh on the ink. Got a few more edits to do, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. And then we're good. And it's completely off my plate now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yesterday, thank you. I appreciate it. Michaela joined in. A lot of the Jits peeps joined in, the fam. I was very, very appreciative of y'all being able to be there and watch me put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool to watch. I thought it was interesting. And it's cool seeing you be all professional.
A different role, right?
Mm-hmm. Like Dr. Deja
Oh,
now.
yeah, that's right. Let them know. Now, after I get done when shit's official, I can write whatever I want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do
Yeah.
you know what your plans are after you graduate?
Well, I'm still gonna be doing what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? But as far as like teaching wise, I'm gonna try to find some adjunct or teaching positions online or something, or travel back and forth somewhere, because I'm still going to
Mm-hmm.
be doing therapy, and so I'm still going to be moving towards my independent license on that. But now it's like, want to stack up the teaching that's outside of undergrad. I want to start teaching some grad students.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yep. And then when I get time, write. That's what you do. Maybe submit some articles, see if some get published. You never
Yeah.
know.
All right.
Yep. So we're moving on. We're moving on right on along.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I tell you what, I definitely don't want to do that experience again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's definitely a one of a kind experience. I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, I think maybe I told you this yesterday. It was like that felt like for me like a whole buildup of going into competition, but not necessarily having the relief
Mm-hmm.
like immediate relief afterwards, because I still have a little bit of stuff to do, but also it's like it was so much that you're just kind of left like, I don't even know how to process all of what just happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably feels like you're still doing it. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a while for you to like process it and understand like, oh, I'm done now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take a minute. Like even my committee members, they're like, we're not gonna give you some of our feedback until the following week, because you need to celebrate. You need to like not,
Mm-hmm.
because I would, if they would have sent me something like today, I would have looked at it and been like, okay, this is what I need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to unwind.
I
Dang.
know. It's how my body's telling me to unwind, but my mind's like,
Mm-hmm.
we're still kind of up. I drank an energy drink yesterday and immediately passed out.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you needed that.
I did. It was like the opposite. Sweat through my suit. I gotta go get that dry clean for sure.
Yeah, how nervous were you given the presentation?
Super nervous. But then it's like I said, like that competition wise, it's like the same way I get. Obviously, there was bigger implications on this than like going to a
Mm-hmm.
competition. But I'm such an internal person with my anxiety. Like you don't know that I'm anxious unless I tell you I am,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's also like there's such a high buildup. But once I'm like in it and doing it, then now I'm just doing it. Now I'm
Yeah.
just doing what I know. So it's just like it's easy to then like turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, here's what we're doing now.
Yeah, you sounded good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it sounded like you weren't nervous at all.
Was though. But then the kind of the crazy thing, like something like that, like I said, is like that's such a huge thing. And I started reflecting a little bit of like my just not my life, but like my time. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I was like, I have been in some extremely stressful and unique situations where I had to talk in front of some very important people and a lot of people. And it was almost like the same. And I was like, I guess I have done something not similar, but like in a very high stakes. I had to like
Yeah.
testify in front of a whole bunch of attorneys when I worked as a caseworker.
Oh, dang.
Oh yeah, I was a part of like this huge thing. I can't go all the way into it, but just to say it was one of its kind at the time. And I had attorneys and attorneys of attorneys in rooms that I had to legally testify on some stuff.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know
and
that.
and they said, I'll tell you about it off the pod. Like, but yeah, they even said, they're like, you're just like, if we had to give a course and you dealing with everything. Like your poise is like just like this. I was like,
Nice. All right.
I can just lock it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, girls done, y'all. And then in the classroom, call me Dr. Dej. I'm gonna have my. I think maybe we're coming up. We branched. Maybe we hit the supervillain name a little bit last night with Heidi.
Yeah. Which one are you thinking about?
Maybe it's like Dr. Darkness, or
All right.
Dr. Dark Ages. Like, I mean,
I like it. I'm
yeah.
developing a storyline to your villain character.
Oh, hell yeah. What were we at right now then in the storyline?
All right. Well, pretend like Lawrence is the hippie version of Gotham.
Oh, hell yeah.
And our gym is the safe place where everybody can train, the cops, the villains, and everyone. And our gym's got a lot of characters, so like
Oh,
the story's writing itself.
this sounds awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is this gonna be like, is this gonna be something?
Maybe, I don't know. I just thought
I'm,
of it last
I'm,
night.
wow. Okay. We're cooking up right now. Cause what are like a mini series, like a little, like illustration and story by Michaela, little booklets, like volume 1,
Oh, hell yeah.
like little comic books.
Yeah, oh, that'd be awesome. All right, it's coming.
Yep. Okay. We out here.
Yeah. I was just thinking about all our friends and all our people at the gym, like Kate being a cop. We got tons of cops at the gym. We got
Yeah.
Danielle being a lawyer. Like, we got people working for the city. We got
eye doctors.
everywhere. Yeah.
We do. Dang.
And then Matt and Heidi are our senseis that train everybody, so they train like the vigilantes in the town.
I love it. Heck yeah. I feel like Heidi has to have some sort of like underground. And then like Matt's not like an underground, but he has like something else too. Like I feel like like Matt feels like he would be like the oracle, like the unsuspecting oracle. Because people like wouldn't approach him to get the knowledge, but he's the one with the knowledge. And like Heidi's the one with the knowledge too, but like you got to go underground to unlock the true Heidi knowledge.
Yeah. Nice. I'll think about that.
Yeah. I like this. I like this idea.
Yeah, thanks. I really just thought about it last night because everybody was talking about it at the gym, or just like you were talking about being a supervillain.
Yeah.
And I really just thought about it last night, and I'm like, oh, I'm on to something.
I'm here for it. I like the process.
Thanks.
All right. Sweet. Well, Michaela's out here. I think that's a solid segue then. Michaela's got some news, some updates.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm now an affiliate with a jiu-jitsu company called Grapple Like a Girl. Yeah.
Leveling up.
Yeah, check out their website or check out their Instagram and use my name, Michaela10, for 10% off. Yeah.
All right. What is it again? What's the name again?
It's called Grapple Like a Girl.
Grapple Like a Girl. All right. And Michaela10.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a company ran by a blue belt, so that's kind of cool. Like, she trains herself, and she started this up because she couldn't find like jiu-jitsu gear that she wanted, so that's why she developed her own brand, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm here for that drive.
Yeah,
be assertive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like it. Exactly. I didn't like none of this stuff. I'm gonna design my own.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You have to pick her brain.
Yeah.
A little more.
All right, I will. I'll talk to her.
Yeah, where is she based out of?
I think she's from Florida. I think she trains out in Florida.
And how did you two get connected?
I don't know. She just added me on Instagram, and then I think it was after my last comp, she messaged me and asked me if I wanted to be an affiliate. So it's like, all right. I think she just reaches out to girls that compete and that train.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll talk to her more and find out a little more information. but
Heck yeah.
that's what's new.
Okay. Get it, Michaela, out here. So, hey, us Libras elevating our status in these streets this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're rocking and rolling. So,
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Like, we're both making progress in life.
yeah, I know, right? And
Like,
just like
taking big
this,
steps.
it's just like the little steps.
Little steps, but they're actually big steps.
They are.
Because, like, this is stuff that's taken years to get to. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, you saying you've been in school for almost, like, what, 30 years?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's like, that's a long time. That's a lot of work to put in to get to where you're at right now.
You right. You 100% right.
Yeah. Leveling up.
New streets, but hey, this makes sense because as we segue and we didn't get it this last time, but we are officially in Aries season. And Aries season, Michaela and I want to give a special shout out because Libras and Aries, we are besties. We're the hype people that they didn't know that they needed, but needed us, and they are our outlet to the outlet we didn't know that we needed. So, if we're gonna look at Aries season, right? It's creating your own destiny. So we're going, which makes sense, right on time, as Michaela and I were talking about, from Pisces to Aries season, the power of action.
Assertiveness.
That's right. And that is our topic of the week later. And so, Aries season, if we're looking at moonomens.com, Aries season 2025, the fire of transformation. Mars and Pluto will be in opposition for the entirety of Aries season 2025. And this is very significant since Mars is the ruler of Aries. The red planet is now direct in the late degrees of Cancer and is gathering speed to prepare to face Pluto in the early degrees of Aquarius for the third time. So, what does this mean? The Mars and Pluto opposition will color Aries season 2025 with an intense desire for transformation while challenging us to learn more about the nature of power and be very aware of what power is and what power isn't. Oh, sounds like there's going to be some reality checks up in here.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's what that sounds like to me. You about to get tested.
Are we still in our villain era as Libras?
I think this, like, yeah, the villain era was it was just like for this Aquarius, or not Aquarius, but when Pluto left Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are. Let me check. Let me verify. 2025 villain era for Libras. It activated. It's still activated.
All right, sweet.
Throughout March of 2025. Ooh. Okay. And so we have new. Let me see your tango. So Mercury entered Aries on March 3rd, giving us the focus and confidence to go after what we want. This is on yourtango.com. So the four zodiac signs in their villain era throughout 2025 take this fiery energy to heart, especially as Mercury turns retrograde on March 15th, ending their tolerance for other people's nonsense. Oh, they will impulsively and assertively speak their truth and with extreme passion. So, yeah, we're still in our villain. So for Libra, Libra is known to be a non-confrontational and indecisive zodiac sign.
Dang.
Often filled with second thoughts, this zodiac sign isn't usually on the list for being in their villain era. However, the month of March promises a different energy for Libra as they finally say enough is enough. So I guess we've been popping off since last month.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've been
So
feeling that.
yeah, that's what I think. I've been feeling that too. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah. So we're also in our most fortunate. And in April, we entered our most fortunate. As I see here. During this transit, like Moon trine Mercury, we open the gates to good fortune and great opportunities. Again, right on time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
We're out here thriving. And Aries, we appreciate your energy that you are bestowing upon us right now. And we're here to light the fire to get it go, keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that we fuel their fire.
Yeah, that's right. We to win. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our element. Did you ever watch Captain Planet?
No.
Tragic. You'd love that show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earth, fire. They all had their little rings and they would like join in like Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds cool. Did you watch the last Avatar on Nickelodeon?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was pretty lit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that show.
They were spitting.
Yeah.
They were spitting some knowledge up in there. People didn't realize.
Yeah, we didn't realize that as kids, but it's kind of cool to watch now.
Yep. Exactly.
A lot of wisdom.
Well, speaking of wisdom, segue into our content. Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Seems like he's trying to be get a little wiser these days. Did you see what he is trying to do to be a changed man?
Yeah, I saw something earlier today about him like laying off the weed.
That's
and
right.
Being a little more serious to prepare for his next fight.
He said he was 70% better.
Dang.
So if I'm on bloodyelbow.com, according to them of what he said, he says O'Malley is giving up marijuana, masturbation, and gaming. That is a lot. You know, those are 3 essentials, I guess one could say, who operates in that circle. He is quoted as saying, I feel like a lot of things that I have changed in my life are going to contribute to my performance. For example, not being on social media. I decided in 2025 I'm done with social media. I don't get on social media, and I feel like that's changed my life. It's only been 3 months, but I literally feel like it's changed my life. And I feel like that's going to play a role in my performance. All those little things, making decisions like that, sacrifices. I don't believe social media is a sacrifice, but giving up something, I feel like that is going to help me perform in the future. He says, he expanded. I haven't Jade the Pen masturbated once this year, or no, he said Jade the Peen this year, not once in 2025. Haven't Jade the Peen. Haven't been on social. I haven't gamed either. I quit gaming. I did a lot of gaming, 2 or 3 hours a day, and I need to fill it with something. We've been playing a lot of Texas Hold'em poker with the fellas. It's been too fun. It's like gaming. One more hand. I quit smoking weed too. I just stopped randomly. I just didn't like the way it made me feel. I'm not overeating. My sleep's better. I'm done smoking forever, but just right now, or he said, I'm not done smoking forever, but just right now, I don't feel the need to, and I just don't have any desire to. I feel like it's been good.
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right. Good for you, O'Malley. We'll see with this rematch on how that looks with Marab.
Yeah, 70% better's like, that's crazy. That's a huge percentage to be better.
Right. Then that's very specific. Like
Mm-hmm.
why not 50 but 70? Why not 20 but 70?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like a whole nother person. Like being 70% better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll
I
find
don't
out.
know. Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, that does sound nice, though, taking out all your distractions in life to really focus on one thing. Like, just all the little shit. Like, you don't need social media. Like, being off that would be better for probably all of
Oh,
us.
way better. Especially like him, you know his comments blow up. And
Oh,
his comments are
yeah.
wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't imagine being on that level and, yeah, dealing with all that. It'd be
Not at all.
frustrating.
Turn the comments off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Um, and continued UFC Islam. Do you hear the update on him?
Mm-mm.
He said he was going to hold out for the welterweight title. So he's not going to fight anybody right now at 155 that he's the current champ at, but he said he would move up to challenge for the title if Jack Della, I always forget his last name, but if he wins against Bilal, because they're set to fight for till Bilal to defend the welterweight title. However, if Bilal wins, Islam doesn't want to fight Bilal. I think they got like friendship or whatever.
Mm.
And then see who comes out as the contender of 155. I don't
Yeah.
hate it. I don't hate it because Arman, who blew his back out 3 days or something, or 4 days before he was set to fight, you lost your chance. And really, there's nobody else at 155. I don't think Islam that we want to see him fight.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Everybody's kind of moving up.
And even, I guess you can put him against Ilya, but I don't want to see him against Ilya until Ilya's fought somebody at 155 before he's challenged for the title. I get he
Mm-hmm.
just vacated his title, but like, I don't think he should be able to get an immediate title fight
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know who else Islam would fight.
I
Y'all do
know.
him dirty with the bringing up the little, like the people from the weight class up.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, the UFC has a lot of fighters, but I feel like they don't have a lot of fighters. You know?
Yeah. Well, because there none that we know, right? None that have any
Mm-hmm.
kind of investment, like we talked about. Like, what's the relationship? I don't know. Or it's like, or they're like not like they are skill level, but they're also like, I don't know if there's like a skill level difference or if it was like different because there would be such a skill gap
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. So there was literally outliers and whatnot comparatively to what you have now. But yeah, it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like in the women's divisions, like Amanda Nunes is the top of the top, and right now there's nobody
Nope.
comparative like at the like that same level. Even Kayla Harrison, like her fight coming up with Juliana, like that's not going to be near as exciting as Amanda.
At all. At all. No, nobody wants that. No. Nobody wants to see her just like ragdoll Juliana.
I hope Juliana comes out and what if Juliana wins?
Oh my, I guess bet the house on Juliana.
That'd be wild. You never know. I mean, she beat Amanda that one time.
Yeah, that's true. That is
But
true. But where was Amanda's headspace at?
yeah, she said she was sick with COVID, right? Like the week or so before, she was sick and not feeling her best. But
Well, I think she mentally checked out like halfway through that fight.
yeah,
No, you're right though. They don't have any stars. They don't. It's just like, and then they're like, or they're aging out, like we said, right? Like the stars are aging out. Um, at one point you could have said Valentina, Rose, Whaley, Joanna, and now
Now we got Juliana.
we got Juliana who's bringing in the numbers because people just want to see her get ragdolled.
Yeah. And Kayla Harrison. Like, that's all we got.
And
right
also,
now.
she's gonna win the title to like not defend it because she's not staying at that weight.
What are they at? Where are they fighting at?
135.
Yeah, didn't Kayla struggle last time? Did she
Yes.
135 or 145 last time?
I think it was 135.
And she's what, like 170?
Yeah, like she's not going to defend the title at that weight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, guess we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But speaking of stars fading out, it's like we already knew this. I don't know why we were getting. I wasn't getting my hopes up, but a lot of people kept getting their hopes up. I was like, we're not going to see this dude ever fight again after the Khabib fight. But Conor McGregor, he's officially done. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw his head, the picture of how big his head was,
dang,
like, a couple weeks ago, you could tell there, like, yeah, he's not coming back.
Yeah, he's not coming. He's doped, taking everything he can get his hands on. Crazy.
Yeah, did you see what he's going to do now? Is he just chilling? Is he going to star in movies now?
No, apparently he's going to try to run for in politics in Ireland.
Oh no!
Like now, bro.
Don't people hate him over there?
Yes, they already said they were like, yeah, no. But I guess he's going to try anyway. But I'm not sure what that's going to be.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Terrible.
Yeah, he should have just stuck with fighting and his whiskey brand, and should have just left it at that.
He couldn't. I guess you make that much money, you're that popular, bound to just veer off to the left. It's over.
Yeah.
Did you ever think he was coming back?
No. After he broke his leg, I had a feeling like he was done. And then, like, he just got bigger and bigger ever since he broke his leg. So he's obviously not coming back to the UFC.
Yep. Facts. So, peace out. Bye, McGregor. We'll see you sometime in the future, I guess.
Maybe
so. Okay. Did you see that the UFC now officially has a new main event for Kansas City?
Yeah, but I don't recognize those fighters.
Dang. Well, I don't really like but kudos to him for stepping up. We got Ian Machado, right? Against Pratas, Carlos Pratas. Maybe bet the house on Carlos is what my brother said. We've got Anthony Smith against Zhang Miang. Okay, we got Giga. How do you say his last name? Chikazi against David Onama. Michael Pereira. Abus Magadov. Randy Brown against Nicholas Dalby. Urkram. Alisarov. Andre Muniz. 2 women on that card. This looks like they're starting off the two prelim fights. So we got Chelsea Chandler against Jocelyn Edwards and Jacqueline Amorim versus Polyana Viana. All right.
Yeah.
August, get your tickets. Get your ticket, or not August, sorry.
April.
Yeah, April. Next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Three weekends. Get your tickets. Let me see how much they are.
I bet cheapest one's $110.
Let's see. Get tickets today. You gotta verify I'm a real fan. You would be... You'd be correct. $100 is the cheapest.
Yeah.
Yep. If you want to be on the floor, it's gonna cost you $729.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Cheapest $100.
That's crazy. I wonder if it fills up.
Looks like there's a lot of seats. Maybe some sections, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think for Kansas City, like, it'd just be cheaper because they don't really come to KC.
They're like, no, we're gonna get this money. They said, we're gonna get this money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I wonder how much more exciting, like, going to that is compared to just one of these local fight cards. It's probably about the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe the others, maybe a little cheaper for the local stuff.
Mm-hmm. But, like, the excitement's probably
yeah.
about the same.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Unless you had somebody big coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Going back to Kayla and Juliana, not surprising at all. Kayla is the big favorite over Juliana. Not surprised.
Mm-mm. Yeah, like I almost want Juliana to win, but I don't want that to happen because she'd be annoying.
She would be like, I'm the GOAT. Amanda doesn't want to come out of retirement to fight me. You already know how that speech would go.
What does she say? Like, I'm the first UFC fighter to have birthed a baby.
Oh my God, she's so petty. So petty. She's like, what? Like, come on.
I watched an interview of her about a month ago. It was on somebody's podcast, and like she just made everything about her. Like she was so annoying. Like the question was like, how do you feel having all these younger fighters looking up to you? And then she's like, oh, I don't really think I'm that important or whatever. Like I don't think people actually recognize me out in public, and just being annoying.
Like, come on, girl, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. I just can't stand her. Never have been able to.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Kayla Harrison a lot more than Juliana. But she's extra too, you know?
Yeah.
Like she's something else.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm good. Nah.
Yeah. Do we have any, like, cool fighters? Is there any, like, female fighter that you really like right now? That's normal?
Honestly, I like Wei Li.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Wei Li. She just doesn't speak a lot of English.
Yeah. Yeah, her English that she spoke at her last fight was good. Like, her little speech
was better.
Yeah, it was a good little speech.
Mm-hmm.
Got me pretty excited for her. It's like, all right.
Let's go, Wei Li.
Yeah.
Wei Li. Heck yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anyone right now that I'm like a huge fan of. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Whip. Any more on content on that we didn't think about? Anything coming up?
No, I haven't seen anything lately.
Yeah. Light week. Well, since we are in season of Aries and Michaela and I have been doing the damn thing this week, topic of the week, inspiration, channeling your assertiveness. So last week we had the fear, or from fear to flow.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to channel this assertive energy. We don't want it to be settled internally to where we get wound up and then we still get stuck. How do we channel this and still move in the directions that we want to move, right? How do you overcome and you just jump in the fire?
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's I don't know. That's hard to do sometimes. To just go all in.
Yeah. Can you remember a time where you were like, but I'm going to still do it?
I mean, I guess I just felt like that like a month ago.
Yeah. With comp?
Yeah, for my last comp when I could have gone against a black belt, I was like, I'm doing this. Don't know if I'm ready or not, but I'm doing it.
And hey, you just jumped in. You jumped into
Mm-hmm.
the fire.
Yeah. You're right. I did, but it's hard to do. Like it's hard to.
Oh yeah. That doesn't
I don't
mean that
know.
it's not hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't think you just like jump in, you're like, yeah, I'm good, ready to go. It's just like, all right.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah. You know who I appreciated actually, and I really don't like him. I think I'm just salty because for no reason. But I did like what he said. I always like when fighters talk about, because GSP said it, some other fighters have said it, but Tom Aspinall this week had came out and talked about like his fear, like before, like when he's fighting or when he comes out and fighting, he's like the walls are shaking behind me. You know, he's like, I'm super scared when I'm getting my hands wrapped up, and he's like, I know that they're just as scared and maybe just showing it different than me, but there's another person on the other end somewhere that's going to be trying to do the exact same thing to me, and we're just going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And then just goes in. I'm like, see, that's a, you know, like, nah, no fear, I'm ready to go, can't hold me down. No, I'm gonna be like, I'm terrified, I'm walking out here though, and we're about to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is cool. Like that at the very top, they still feel
Yeah.
that way.
Mm-hmm. They know how
Yeah.
to channel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, MMA is something else too. Like that makes me nervous. Like I want to fight, but like like it makes me nervous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That
Like
it is a nerve-wracking thing.
yeah, did you feel that way about your presentation? Like jumping in,
Oh yeah.
like here we go.
That's what, because what else was I gonna do? You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like you get up to that point, and that was like a intellectual kind of like fear. Like, do I know what I know, basically? And is this going to be, what am I going to do if this doesn't go the way that I need it to go?
Oh no, what if you didn't
Oh,
pass?
exactly, right? Yep, that thought creeped in. I was like, I don't know what are we gonna do? We're gonna do something, but like if that's the case, that's gonna be the case. But at this point, just trust and believe, and what I know is what I know, and this is just what we're gonna do. But yeah, well said. I mean, and then just going, and at that point, right? If you over the assertiveness, and then and like Tom, I think was saying too, it's the muscle memory thing. So if you're training
Mm-hmm.
yourself to always back out when you have that feeling, that's just going to be your natural inkling.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Did I tell you about during rowing we would have I think it was every 2 weeks we'd have a test on the rowing machine and we'd have girls every single time. They would get too worked up and couldn't do it. They would back out. They would
Dang.
start and then they'd start crying and then they'd have to get off and stop. While
Oh no.
the rest of us did it, but that would happen like every single time. But I think that's like what you're saying now. Like they get to that point and they back down. So and they did it so many times that that was a natural reaction was I can't do this. I
Yeah.
gotta flee.
Perfect example. Exactly that. Because your body's like, right, this is, we flight. We don't
Mm-hmm.
fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I think it's like important to say, right? It's like it's not ridding the internal fear or anxiety or whatever. You're going to have that and still like channeling it to move still. It was like I was nervous as hell, shaken, and because I've been sitting with all that information for so long, because I practiced so many, different times, even if my mind went blank, I still the information is still in there. So it was just like we're just going. And
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable right now. And that's okay. And then things just kind of settled in. I think people get tripped up on like, well, this still feels uncomfortable. And that's telling me I can't. So I'm still not going to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel that way.
Not me. That's what Michaela said. Not me.
Yeah. I just push through until the adrenaline starts pumping, and then I'm good.
I need that adrenaline to hit.
hmm Yeah, but I don't think I could do something like what you just did. I'd freeze up. Like presenting, and that's a whole different story. I want to be able to do that.
I think you could. Well, it's like kind of like the same a little bit, like when you had to go through critiques, right? Art critiques.
Yeah, but I mean, it's completely different. Like I'm not speaking. I'm just letting people look at my art, which is
Yeah.
fine.
That's fair. You never had to like explain, like go through the story of your art,
I think I did a couple times.
and you were like, "I'm never doing that again."
It wasn't that bad. It was just like a small class, just a
Mm.
small critique. I don't know. It wasn't that stressful, you know. Like I
Yeah.
can talk about my art process, like that's easy for me. But having to explain like further or do research or like give a legit presentation, I don't. I might be able to do it in like a small class, but something on the level of what you had to do, I'd probably freak out. I'd probably start stuttering and probably forget about what I'm talking about.
You just got to be confident and just not confident. But yeah, I had to, but it didn't happen overnight. It did not
hmm
happen overnight. It was one of those that just had to keep getting comfortable and like exposure to do stuff like that. And that's what I was saying. Like just me, like done presentations before, not to that level, but it was like slowly getting myself up to this point, and then also because I teach now and I'm used to that now, and I just speak in front of a class all the time.
hmm Yeah.
It just alleviated. So it's still up here, but just put a little bit of sour cream on the hot sauce.
Yeah, you got a solid foundation,
Yeah.
like practicing and just all the steps like you went through to get to this point.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, enlightened ones, you got to be assertive out here. You got to overcome and jump because you got to remember, what are you moving towards? What are you working towards? What are your options to get towards what you're working for? And it's okay to admit that you're scared, you're fearful. And is that based in irrational belief or is it a rational belief? You can still acknowledge the reality and not succumbing to it necessarily in ways that continue to move you away from your goal.
Yeah.
You're like, that's right.
hmm Nicely said,
Yeah.
Dr. Deja.
Out here. So, even sports wise, right? We got a whole bunch of stuff coming out too, because I know Sensei is out here marking everybody for competitions. Look, I want to do all the competitions too. My bank account might not agree with me, but we'll see what that looks like. But for those on the fence about just competing in general, be assertive out here and sign up. Just get
Yeah,
yourself
do it.
signed up for something.
Yeah, just sign up because it'll push you and it'll make you do more things than what you expected.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's awesome seeing people just start jujitsu and then Matt's like, "Hey, you want to compete?" and makes them sign up, and then they just start training so much more and take it. They take it so much more serious. They train harder. They get better super quick.
Yep,
It's just good to push yourself.
it is. Assertiveness is the key, enlightened ones. Find different ways this week to just be assertive. When you wanted to say no, your knee-jerk reaction was to say no. How about you stop for a second and then say yes?
Or say no if that's the direction you're going. Be assertive.
Either way, 100%. Either way. Stand on business, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on your business. Okay, anything else on channeling that you can think of?
Manifesting.
That's right. You manifest, you rehearse, you're more likely to push yourself. If you manifest self-doubt, you're not going to be assertive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yeah, assertive and confidence goes hand in hand.
You got to see it. Yeah, you got to see it, believe it to achieve it.
Mm-hmm. Did you visualize your presentation before giving it?
I did.
Nice. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could like go through the slides in my head all day.
Dang.
And the information.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. That's the assertiveness.
Exactly. You do the same thing with Jits too. You might be sitting there replaying different positions. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, dang, that's where I got swept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. So manifest out here, see it, talk to yourself kindly, and push yourselves outside of your comfort zone. Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the drum.
Get our enlightened ones ready.
All right.
Yes.
Haven't been practicing.
Don't matter. Ooh, yeah. Okay, dang, look at that. I felt that one just come to you, right? Thanks. Like mid, like ding, 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 ding.
I did.
Oh, right. Well, welcome again, enlightened ones, to our patented Zen talk for this week. We are going to be focusing on acting without thinking, okay? Acting without overthinking out here in these streets, and connecting this to being more assertive. You overthink, you're not moving, you're not being assertive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
don't get it
a lot.
Same. It's a natural Libra thing. We weigh multiple different avenues and multiple different options.
Mm-hmm.
A strength, but also a challenge for us.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes when you get stuck in that pattern of just you're constantly overthinking things. But when you don't realize how much you're overthinking.
And you just keep going. You're just going and going and going. You can't even catch it.
Until you break out of that cycle, but you got to realize you're in that to break out of it.
Yeah. So it's right. It's how do you just do even with the thoughts are going? So it goes back to the assertiveness of still being able to, it's not the thoughts that we talked about in earlier sessions. Or earlier eps, it's the thinking, right? Mm-hmm. Like their thoughts are going to come. But once I start thinking, then that's where the overthinking happens. And then we're just off the cliff.
Yeah. I tend to fall off the cliff a lot.
Dang, just do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I mean, I catch myself every once in a while. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking.
I don't need no spot person. I'll catch my own. Catch myself. Yeah. Hey, I'm here for it.
I mean, do you do that?
All the time. Like, catch myself?
Yeah, like just be overthinking about something for too long.
All the
And
time.
then you realize, like, I need to chill out. I've been thinking about this for days.
Sometimes
Yeah.
weeks. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, we can stop this right now. Like, because what does this thought happen? It has to get to that point though.
Yeah, do you have somebody to, like, let you know if you're
Once I
overthinking?
say it, because
Yeah.
if I have to say it, like I said, I'm so internal. I'll just be thinking about
Mm-hmm.
it, thinking about it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you ask, and I'm like, yeah, this is it.
yeah, I'm a talker, so I speak my thoughts. So Jeff will be like, "You've repeated yourself like 5 times in the past hour," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm overthinking."
Dang, I did. You right. You right. Now I won't say it out loud. I'll just be.
Yeah.
But you'll see it in like my eyes. You'll see. I'll just be like, or just like zoned out.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what it looks like for me.
Like, snap out of it.
I can't. Because like, what about? I'm always plotting. I'm always scheming about something.
I know. Yeah, me too. Like, I
Wake
was
up.
thinking, yeah, yeah. Do you wake up and immediately just think about what you need to do for the day or
Yep,
what's coming next?
I do.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it'll get me at like 2, 3 in the morning. Just like, bing.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
Bam, 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 and then I'll be up. And
Dang.
then, but then I'll go back to sleep after like a couple hours. But like, that's what it'll be.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't do that. I just sleep and then wake up and I'm ready to go.
Dang, I wouldn't say no. I'm not ready to go because it usually is like because that's why I got that. I got that thinking
Mm-hmm.
at 2, 3 in the morning when my anxiety woke me up.
Mm.
So then I was just plotting for those 2 hours, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm ready to go back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that is that a Libra thing to overthink, or do you think it's more of like an ADHD thing to overthink?
Probably both. Yeah. So I was like, with us Libras, like I said, there's just so many different angles and so many different like avenues you can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like we can consider this option over here, but like this option has X, Y, and Z over here. So this could
Yes.
also be that.
Mm-hmm. Can't make a decision. There's too many options.
Yeah. But to pass on this body like John Stockton. Kendrick, sorry. That was said that. That's what it was. Yeah. So the point is, peeps, align assertiveness and the just do to be able to move without overthinking. Have a talk it out, right? If you find yourself or have a trusted confidant or partner or whoever to be like, hey, yo, we doing too much right now. That's a, like, let them in. Let them in on what's going on up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for my first fight I was overthinking and I was like, oh, I don't know enough or whatever. And Heidi was like, just train. Just train. Don't think about it, just train. And that worked.
Yeah.
Just moving and putting one foot forward instead of thinking about every step.
that
Definitely
was
helped.
that was it. That
Mm-hmm.
thinking ain't gonna do nothing in there. The muscle memory is just gonna come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just gotta keep moving so your brain's not constantly thinking.
Because that is the paralyzer.
Yeah, it is.
I feel that. It happens to me too. It happens to me too. Uh so control those thoughts, be intentional with the thinking, and be assertive in your movements. And that's how we bring it all together.
Full circle.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll bring you some of that mushroom tea and I'll I wonder if it'll help with your thoughts or with your
Maybe
thinking.
it could. Just bring them here instead of being all the way
Mm-hmm.
out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
We're experimenting. We're
Yeah, we are.
figuring it out.
It's life journey. Figure, experiment, and take yourself on a ride, really. All right. Our quote, unless you have anything else for our Zen talk today.
No, I'm good.
All right. So, our quote for today, Enlightened Ones, is confidence is knowing who you are and not changing it a bit because of someone's version of reality is not your reality. Shannon L. Alder.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. 2 times. Again, confidence is knowing who you are and not changing it a bit because of someone's version of reality is not your reality. Shannon L. Alder. Be assertive in your own path, right? Be confident in you. Don't overthink you.
Just you do you.
Wait, you understood the assignment. Way to close
Thanks.
that one out. Yeah, that was good.
Thanks.
All right. Well, anything else? Does that kind of encompass everything that we have for the week?
I think so.
Great. Well, hey, right on time, Roxy. Hey.
Yeah, she's getting worked up.
Yeah. Well, that is another one for you all, Enlightened Ones. We appreciate you. Give us a follow, like and subscribe on all the stuff. And once again, this is Deja.
This is Michaela.
Talk to y'all next time.